As you know, I have already uploaded 6 videos of quadratic equation and 1 video of common root. This is the theory of common root part 2. In this section, we are going to discuss about the theorems of common roots. Now, if x square plus px plus r is equal to 0 and x square plus qx plus r, x square plus rx plus p is equal to 0 has a common root, then 1 plus r plus p is equal to 0. What we get from here, 1 plus px plus r is equal to 0, x square plus rx plus p is equal to 0. Both equations have a common root alpha, then alpha will satisfy these two equations. Then we write alpha square plus p alpha plus r is equal to 0 and alpha square plus r alpha plus p is equal to 0. Now cross multiplying, we get alpha square by alpha by 1 by alpha square by, that means p square minus r square, alpha by, we know r into 1, r minus p into 1, p, from this 1 into r minus p into 1, so alpha is equal to r minus p by r minus p. So from here we get alpha is equal to 1. Since alpha is equal to 1, putting the value in this equation, we get alpha square plus p alpha plus r is equal to 0. Putting alpha is equal to 1, we get 1 plus p plus r is equal to 0. Example, if x square plus kx minus 4 is equal to 0 and x square minus 4x plus k is equal to 0 has a common root, then the value of k, a 1, b 3, c 5, d none. From the above theorem, you see here 1 plus px, this coefficient of p, this coefficient of x is p is here constant term and the constant term is the coefficient of x. So we get here 1 plus p plus r is equal to 0. Here you get the constant, the coefficient of x is in this equation is constant and coefficient of in this equation is a constant in this equation. So we get 1 plus k minus 4 is equal to 0. That means k minus 3 is equal to 0. That is k is equal to 3. This is your answer. So B is the correct answer. Look here carefully. Next example 2 is if x square plus ax plus b is equal to 0 and x square plus bx plus a is equal to 0, then the numerical value of a plus b is 1, -1, 0 and none. From the above theorem, we get if these two equation, if this two equation has a common root, then so we know that what we know, if this two equation has a common root, then 1 plus a plus b is equal to 0, then a plus b is equal to -1. So numerical value of a plus b is equal to -1. Okay. From this you can see from here that the numerical value means -4 and k means 3. This is k minus 3 is equal to -1. Now in this equation 4x square plus 5x minus 9 is equal to 0, 4x square minus 9x plus 5 is equal to 0. These two equation, a common root, 2 common root, double root, none. From the equation and from the above condition, we can write this equation in this way: 4x square plus 5 by 4x minus 9 by 4 is equal to 0. Now x square, and this equation can be written as minus 9 by 4x plus 5 by 4 is equal to 0. We calculate in this way that 1 plus a plus b is equal to 0. That means 1 plus 5 by 4 minus 9 by 4, this is equal to 4 plus 5 minus 9, that means 9 minus 9 by 4 is equal to 0. So our condition is one common root. Our condition is one common root. We have to find out whether there exists two common roots. Then what I said before, that if there exists an imaginary root or irrational root, then there exist two common roots. Now we check whether in this equation there exists irrational root or imaginary root. We can get in simple way that b square minus 4ac root over b square minus 4ac means root over b square means 25 minus 4, a means 4 and c means minus 9. That means 25 plus 16 into 9. That means root over 25 plus 144 suman root over 169 suman 13. That means the roots are real and unequal. So there does not exist two common roots because the roots are not imaginary or irrational. So there does not exist two common roots. Double roots will not possible, none. So our answer is A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. Now the next theorem is, if alpha be the common root of the equation x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and bx square plus cx plus 1 is equal to 0, then prove that b plus c plus 1 is equal to 0 and b square plus c square plus 1 is equal to bc plus b plus c. Since alpha is the common root, then alpha will satisfy these two equations. That means we can say that alpha square plus b alpha plus c is equal to 0 and b alpha square plus c alpha plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, by cross multiplying, we get alpha square by alpha by 1 by. That means alpha square by, you know, b into 1 minus c square. b into 1 minus c square. Alpha by c into b, that means bc minus 1 into 1 and 1 by c minus b square. c minus b square. From here we get alpha is equal to bc minus 1 by c minus b square and alpha square is equal to b minus c square by c minus b square. You know that this alpha square, the value of alpha square is this and value of alpha is this. Now squaring this we get the value of alpha square. So b minus c square by c minus b square is equal to bc minus 1 by c minus b square whole square. That means bc minus 1 tar whole square by c minus b square whole square. Now cancelling we get b minus c square into c minus b square is equal to bc minus 1 tar whole square. So we get, multiplying we get bc minus c cube minus b cube plus b square c square, and this is equal to b square c square minus 2bc plus 1. Cancelling b square c square, we get from here b minus b cube minus c cube plus minus 1 plus 3 bc is equal to 0, or we get b cube plus c cube plus 1 minus 3 into 1 into b into c is equal to 0. This is the form of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. You know the formula, b plus c plus 1 into b square plus c square plus 1 square minus bc minus c into 1 minus b into 1 is equal to 0. Or from where we get b plus c plus 1 is equal to 0, or b square plus c square plus 1 is equal to minus bc minus c minus b is equal to 0, or b square plus c square plus 1 is equal to bc plus c plus b. This is your answer. This is your proof, or this is your answer. So what we get from here, that if there exists two equation, x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and bx square plus cx plus 1 is equal to 0, then and if there exists a common root, then the condition is b plus c plus 1, that is always equal to 0. b plus c plus 1 is always equal to 0. Now let the third theorem is, if alpha be the common root, if alpha be the square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and bx square plus cx plus a is equal to 0, then prove that a plus b plus c is equal to 0 or a समान b समान c or a समान b समान c. What we know is that alpha is the common root of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and bx square plus cx plus a is equal to 0. Then alpha will satisfy these two equations. From here we get a alpha square plus b alpha plus c समान 0, b alpha square plus c alpha plus a समान 0. Then alpha square by is equal to alpha by is equal to 1 by. We know that a b c b c a, that means a into b minus c square, then b into a minus c square. From alpha we get c into b minus a square, and from here we get a into c minus b square. Then alpha is equal to bc minus a square by ac minus b square, and alpha square is equal to bc minus c square, ab minus c square by ac minus b square. Now squaring this we get this alpha square, then ba minus c square by ac minus b square is equal to bc minus a square by ac minus b square whole square. Cancelling we get ba minus c square into ac minus b square is equal to bc minus a square whole square. Multiplying we get a square bc minus a c cube minus b cube a plus b square c square is equal to b square c square plus a to the power 4 minus 2a square bc. Cancelling we get we get a taking common a, or we get a to the power 4 plus a to the power 4, minus a to the power minus, or minus a to the power 4 minus ac cube minus b cube a plus 3a square bc. Taking a as common, minus a as common, we get a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to 0. We know a not equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, then it becomes a linear equation. So a not equal to 0, we get a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to 0. Now factorizing it, we get a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to 0. That means a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca is equal to 0. From here we get, therefore, a plus b plus c is equal to 0, or a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca is equal to 0. Now multiplying to both sides we get and this becomes 2 a square minus 2ab plus b square plus b square minus 2bc plus c square plus c square minus 2ac plus a square is equal to 0, or a minus b whole square plus b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square is equal to 0. The sum of the squares is equal to 0. Then each and every term is 0. Then we get a minus b is equal to 0, b minus c is equal to 0, c minus a is equal to 0. That is a suman b, b suman c, and c suman a. Then a equal to b equal to c. So we get a plus b plus c is equal to 0, or a suman b, a equal to b equal to c. This is your proof. Now from here we this is an interesting problem. If alpha be the common root of x square plus bx minus a is equal to 0 and x square minus ax plus b is equal to 0, then a is equal to b, a plus b is equal to 0, a plus b is equal to 1, and a minus b is equal to 1. Since alpha is a common root of x square plus bx minus a is equal to 0 and x square minus ax plus b is equal to 0, then alpha will satisfy these two equations. So we write alpha square plus b alpha minus a is equal to 0 and alpha square minus a alpha plus b is equal to 0. Subtracting we get b plus a into alpha minus a minus b is equal to 0, or a plus b into alpha is equal to a plus b. Then alpha is equal to a plus b by a plus b. Then the value of alpha is equal to 1. Putting the value of alpha in this equation, we get, putting alpha is equal to 1, we get 1 plus b minus a is equal to 0. That means b minus a is equal to minus 1, or a minus b is equal to 1. Therefore, D is the correct answer. Now, from where we get a plus b into alpha minus a plus b is equal to 0, or a plus b into alpha minus 1 is equal to 0, either a plus b is equal to 0 or alpha is equal to 1, then we get a condition a plus b is equal to 0. So B is the correct answer. So our answer is B and D. This is the solution. Take a look.